There is one thing that is very important when it comes to artificial intelligence: speed. Fast. Extremely fast. The AECs have become a de facto standard in AI interconnect compute market. That's why it's a very small company, but you're expecting them to go as high as $1 billion the next couple of years. That's why Wall Street is quite shocked that these guys will just keep beating earnings estimates. And if you go to Wall Street, they have a strong buy recommendation. It's a whole ecosystem behind it, and if you do not understand it, yeah, I told you, if you don't understand it, you're toast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You have been with us, you have joined us in this journey. Today, we are on our 5th episode. Today, we are diving into the supply side. Bwana Ken?
Yes.
I know people have been waiting. We've tackled the demand side.
Yeah.
That is Uber, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Right now, we are on the supply side of the AI. Or according to your investment thesis, the supply side. Yes, the supply side. Karibu sana. I know you're already feeling at home. You're already home now. This is home to you and to many of our viewers who have been following the Alpha Brief portfolio. And before we continue, I'd want you to tell us, as a person who has not maybe furthered their studies to a point they have an understanding, or let's say an illiterate person, financially, let's say financially, because there are a lot of people who are bombed, that's what they say, they are schooled, but maybe financially, they don't have the information. In a basic or layman's language, what would you tell us about Alpha Brief portfolio?
First of all, thank you very much for having me. Now, the Alpha Brief is, you see, like for the longest time, we've always said we have a fund business.
Yes.
Then we also have the research side. So we wanted to find a way of how to merge these two.
Okay.
In that people with little investment knowledge can also benefit.
Okay.
Now, the Alpha Brief is, first of all, it's a blog where we write our own insights. We analyze companies, we use our quant models to get tickers, analyze heavy computational analysis. So you're looking at different valuation metrics, PEG, growth rates, dividend yields, and all that. And then we are coming to a conclusion and saying this company should be in our portfolio.
Yes.
Why? Because of A, B, and C. So to someone who does not understand it, take it as a stock. We are not recommending any stock. Remember, at the start of this episode, we said we are not recommending any stock.
Okay.
But we are telling you, change your direction or the thoughts. This is like we are pointing you towards something that you might actually look at. So that's Alpha Brief. Then there's the Alpha Brief portfolio, which is now the instructions of what to do. Assuming you have $1 million to spend, you don't want to. So if you have $1 million, there are two options. Yeah, there's two options. There's a relationship we can have with you. One, you can decide to come into the fund, and we'll invest that money for you. Yeah. Second is you might decide you don't want to invest that money through us. You want to do it yourself for various reasons. First of all, let me make it very clear that Alpha Brief is not a representation of our fund.
Yes.
Whatever is in the fund is not Alpha Brief. But Alpha Brief is like a representation of what can appear in our fund. Okay. Of course, there is a lot of IP that we're trying to protect, so they will never be the same. So whatever you find in Alpha Peak, do not assume that we have Uber in our portfolio.
Yeah, sure.
We use a ranking system, so we will always, what goes in our portfolio will always be the first one, the top creme de la creme.
Yeah.
And what goes in Alpha Brief is probably the second or third company.
All right.
So you have $1 million, you want to spend that money, buy stocks. Where do you start? Would you just go and allocate that money in all the companies that you see? HP, Apple, Kodak, Nikon, and all that. No, you need to do it in a systematic way.
Yeah.
So you realize that today, if today we are releasing a company, let's say Uber, then what Alpha Brief portfolio dictates is that you go and buy Uber.
Okay.
Yeah. We have not dictated the allocation model, but in case of more information, you might just look at our website and see how we are allocating some of this. Then you're literally following our instructions and then going to your brokerage platform
Yes.
and doing exactly what you're telling you. If we tell you to buy Uber today, we buy. You hold it up until that day when we will tell you Uber has got it to a point where it needs to be removed in the portfolio. Okay. Then you remove it. That is basically what the portfolio is. You're following instructions. Yeah. Without any kind of. So ideally, you'll find yourself that you're building a portfolio that makes sense. Yeah. But again, you're also in control of your money. Yes. Yeah. And your returns will never be the same as what you're doing for our fund. Because with our fund, we also use some very complex risk management systems.
Oh, okay.
So the portfolio itself is just an idea generating tool.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, thank you so much. And this is now Alpha Brief, where we are able to learn and get some insights from Henriots, what they have been able to get. And basically, as you've said, might not match up to whatever you fund is or your fund portfolio has.
Yeah.
All right. So today, basically, know that we are switching to Credo. Now, if you are joining us for the first time, now you are up to speed. We are on the supply side. We have Credo technology. So I want you to define Credo technology in your investment thesis.
It's good that you're moving into now the supply side.
Yes.
And basically, the supply side is they're supplying artificial intelligence infrastructure.
Okay.
Right? So chips,
We have
cables, opticals,
yes,
and all that.
power.
Credo Technology Group is one of the companies that was founded in Cayman Islands, actually. Okay. But of course, it's trading in the US, which is very, very possible.
Okay.
And why Credo fits in our investment thesis? It's among the very first companies that we started looking at when it was trading at $40 a share.
All right.
As of today, is at $170. Yeah, but we still think that it still deserves a higher valuation than what it's currently trading at. All these companies that we're talking about, like these hyperscalers, Google, yes, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, apart from Uber, of course, okay, the surprising bit is that they're all Credo's customers.
Okay.
When I say that, I literally mean Credo supplies the chips, okay, to these hyperscalers.
Okay.
Why are they supplying these chips? They're supplying these chips to the data centers of these companies.
Yes. So
there's something that Credo does, something called an active electrical cable.
Okay.
Now, I wish we had a board, but I would have explained this very well. But when you have a data center, what comes to mind when you have a data center?
Majority of GPUs or computers interconnected together. Something like that, or super computers. Yeah. Huge computers in one place.
Yeah. Let's take this computer for an example.
Okay.
Right? Let's assume this is a server.
Yes.
It has how many chips? You're not able to know, right?
Yes.
Let's give it 5. Okay. Five chips. If we bring another computer similar to this, yet we want these two computers to be interconnected, how do we connect them? We'll probably use cables.
Okay.
We'll probably use like something that will connect these two so that they can both be accessed from one computer, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, those cables are what we call active electric cables.
Okay.
And these active electric cables have become the de facto standard in AI interconnect market. There is one thing that is very important when it comes to artificial intelligence: speed. Fast, extremely fast. And that is what Credo has been able to do. Passing one information from one computer to another computer at a very fast speed is what Credo has been able to do. So you realize that these AECs, they are electrical in nature. Yeah. So information passes on a nanosecond basis. Now imagine 1,000 GPUs, AI servers
communicating in
all together.
Yes.
Being powered by what?
AECs.
AECs.
Okay.
I remember in one of the episodes you mentioned about locally when Kenya approached Microsoft about building a data center.
Yes.
That data center, definitely, the moment we build that data center, who are we inviting? We are inviting NVIDIA for GPUs.
Yes.
We are inviting Credo for AECs.
All right.
We are inviting other players that we might discuss later.
Okay.
But we are inviting supermicrocomputer for the infrastructure, the computers and all that.
Yes.
Yeah. So you will realize as data centers continue increasing, the number of AECs will also continue increasing. And that is Credo for you.
Wow. That's very interesting. As a layman person, I would have not perceived how Credo is coming in or is a player in the AI sector.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know, where do you see the valuation of Credo technology in the near future?
That's a very interesting one, and that's one of my favorite questions when it comes to Credo.
All right.
First and foremost, when we started looking at Credo, it was trading at around $15 billion market capitalization.
Okay.
As of today, it's around 30 something. Yeah.
That's double.
Yes.
Okay.
Yet, the AECs have become a de facto standard in AI interconnect compute market. Yeah.
Okay.
That means big companies worth trillions of dollars like Microsoft, Google, blah, 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 they're consuming products that are being generated by a very small company.
And that's Credo.
Yes. $36 billion, it's nothing. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're to ask me where would I expect Credo to be in the next 5 years, I would tell you probably $200 billion plus.
From 36 to
6.
Okay.
Yeah. So that should give you around 500x from the current price.
Okay.
Yes. As of now, it's trading at 180.
Yes.
I would expect it to be at around 5x in the future market.
So you feel like...
Because for sure, they have done their research. Those AECs cables are working perfectly okay.
Okay.
Most of the companies are appreciating the work they have done.
Okay.
Most of these hyperscalers really appreciate the work that Credo has been able to do over the last 20 years. Can you imagine? 20 years of you doing research. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes. So, and who's building the data centers anyway? It's these hyperscalers.
Yes.
So, that means the hyperscalers will create demand for these cables.
Yes.
They increase the number of data centers, means they increase the use of these cables.
Yes.
And they increase the revenue. So the revenues are literally still in the millions. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why it's a very small company. But you're expecting them to go as high as $1 billion the next couple of years. And once that $1 billion revenue comes in, that company would have hit $100 billion. So I started looking at this company, it was trading at 40.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Today, it's 180.
That is over 200%.
Yes. When Trump did the Liberation Day tariffs,
yes,
this company went all the way to $40. Like it dipped all the way to $40.
40. Right.
Then it went up all the way to 180. And it's still going up. Every quarterly return, they are still doubling their revenues.
All right.
That means in the next couple of quarters,
yes,
we should expect a lot more.
I'm really interested to know why are you giving it Because the price right now, if someone is to come into the market right now,
Yeah.
it will be at a higher rate.
Yes.
Unlike someone who got it at 40.
Yeah.
Why would you still give it a buy recommendation?
Because if that price moves from now 180, 180 in Kenya shillings, that's around 20,000 one share.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If it moves from that to $900, it means you'd have bought it at 180. It's
Yes.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will make it, you'd recommend it in the alpha brief portfolio
That is exactly what I'm saying.
right now. So
Yes.
if you wait, the longer you wait, the higher you'll get it.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I can tell you, this is one of the company that the journey is very, very, very visible.
Yes.
Very engaging, because you clearly see what they are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. In the photography and film industry,
Yes.
you have cameras that, by the as of now, you still don't have cameras that give you AI pictures, right?
No, we don't right now.
That's coming in the future.
In the near future.
Yes, it is coming.
So you'll be able to take a picture.
You'll
and
be able,
generate-
actually, instead of you editing,
Yes.
instead of you taking your time to go edit a photo, you will literally be taking a photo and then it has a software that you can go edit.
give it a prompt and you have a result.
And you have your result.
Where? My guys,
It's a whole,
are you hearing this?
It's a whole infrastructure. It's a whole ecosystem behind it. And if you do not understand it, yeah, I told you, if you don't understand it, you're toast. You would rather try and understand what I'm actually saying.
Yes.
That it's a whole ecosystem behind it.
Okay.
And when I say that, I don't mean that every company as an AI player will make it. Yeah. There are companies that they're still in the AI industry, but they do pathetic work.
Sure.
Yeah. But there are other gold mines like Credo. Credo is one of those gold mines. Perfect. Management, perfect. Revenues, they will always surprise Wall Street. That's why Wall Street is quite shocked that these guys will just keep beating earnings estimates. And if you go to Wall Street, they have a strong buy recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to most of the quant platforms like Bloomberg, Quantix, they have given it a buy recommendation. Okay. If you go to most of the platforms where research analysts write about Credo, they still have a buy recommendation like Seeking Alpha, Guru Focus, Bloomberg, Reuters. And today, Henriette is telling you this is a good buy.
I totally want to agree with you, but at the same time, from my layman's perspective, I may not be perfect to give advice or tell people this is what you should do. But following the journey that we have had from the demand side, we have seen key players like the hyperscalers, as you have told me. We have Amazon, we have Google, and these people, the amount of data that they're consuming, that calls for a lot of data centers, which leads to them having more need.
More cables. You see, the moment you create a need for an AI server, you have created, let's say, an 10x need for a cable, because that one server needs to connect to all the computers in that data center.
Sure.
Yeah. And this is maybe there are professionals looking at this video, maybe thinking that my thinking is wrong.
Okay.
But this is my best way of explaining to the non-technical audience.
Yeah, sure.
Of how we are viewing a Credo technology in our own investment thesis.
Because I personally have understood.
And I really want to use that data center example throughout this series, just to show people this is exactly what we mean. Now, we talked about the people that consume AI, the output of these data centers. Yeah. Now we are talking about the people that help in the supply of this.
Yeah. Now, who are powering the
whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah. And for Credo, we have said it's only a what?
Just a cable. The AECs.
Yes.
All right.
And maybe just to add on to something,
Okay.
in a data center, you expect what? It's a warehouse, right?
Yes.
So you expect a server, like the computer, let's call it the supercomputer.
Okay.
Who's giving you that? It's either Dell Technologies or Supermicrocomputer or HP. Okay?
Yes.
That server, you're expecting a GPU, right?
Yes.
Who's giving you that GPU?
NVIDIA.
Yes. Right? That NVIDIA, in one server, you have how many GPUs? Let's say 10.
Okay.
Who's powering one GPU to the other GPU? Another company.
Yes.
Okay? There's a company that is moving information from one GPU to the other. Within that one AI server.
Yes.
That's a company. Okay? We'll call it company A.
Okay.
Those servers, they need to be powered up. You can't just use a normal cable.
Okay.
Okay? Between those servers,
Yes.
there's server 1, server 2. Okay?
Okay.
Server 1 and server 2 need to be connected, right?
Yes.
Then you're talking about optical interposers.
Yes.
You have another company. Yeah. Because of the heat they are emitting, you need to protect them using some special glass. Yeah. That's where a company like Corning comes in. Yeah.
All right.
Where it's because of the whole overheating. That whole data center needs to have a lot of electricity. So there's a company powering you with 24 hours non-stop energy. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So there is that. You can, like, that energy can never go out.
Yes.
Yeah. That data center needs to be powered up with Wi-Fi, internet.
Yes.
So there's another company that is giving you proper
Internet.
24 non-stop internet.
Sure.
You can literally see that it's a whole ecosystem.
Sure.
Yeah. And our work as Henriette is to identify in that ecosystem, there's so many companies, good and bad.
Yes.
Which are the good ones? And Credo, when it comes to connectivity between one server and another, that is, I explain, it's good magic.
Wow. Yeah. We're going to tackle a number of the companies that are on the supply side of the artificial intelligence ecosystem, as you have said. And I can see Credo technology is a really key player, because I remember there's an interview we did, and you mentioned how we are able to get data fast, because of our responses fast because of the interconnection of the GPUs, where now Credo is coming as a key player, helping almost every person in the world who is accessing either AI tools or even search platforms. And I would want you to give us your final thoughts. And as you give us your final thoughts, tell us, how can we join in the Alpha Brief portfolio? Or how do someone invest or get to invest in this kind of platform?
Actually, let me start with my final thoughts on Credo. Credo is a good company. At the end of the day, they have proved that they can move from a $15 billion company to a $40 billion company.
Yes.
Their revenues might not be that huge, but look at the management guidance. I want to send the viewers to earnings call, like the most recent earnings calls that have been provided by Credo. Just go have a look and see what management is saying about the future. Look at that. Go do deep research on the active electric cables and see the kind of technology that they are using, and why so many other hyperscalers have said this is the de facto standard in AI compute interconnect market. Profitability is top notch. They have now started becoming profitable. The stock, perfect. It's moving in conjunction to how S&P 500 moves. So the momentum is good. Look at the analysts that are saying Credo is a good buy. You'll realize Wall Street has basically recommended that Credo is a good buy. Look at the number of analysts that are saying that Credo is a bad company, and you'll find none. As of today, as of actually doing this interview, there is none. You might find a couple of hold analysts, but most of the companies, from Jefferies to JP Morgan, Chase, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Citi, Wells Fargo, they all think that Credo is it's quite a very powerful company. Look at the CEO sentiments of what the CEO says about the future of that company. And then you realize that this is quite a good company. And in as much as it has moved from $40 to $176 as of today,
Okay.
there is still a lot more.
All right.
Yeah. Now, most of the viewers that will see this video will probably think like, if it moved from 40 to 80, it's already expensive.
Yes.
But the question is, what makes you think it's expensive? Remember, at the end of the day, you're not the one who decides whether a stock is expensive or not. The investors decide it, and they have to be in the market to decide it. Forces of demand and supply.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I want to remind you, supermicrocomputer moved from, I first had a first view of it when it was trading at 70.
Okay.
And the stock went all the way to $1,000 a share. Yes. So that tells you that investors don't decide whether a stock is expensive or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's the market that will decide that.
Okay.
The stock can actually move to up to 2,000 before stock split is done.
Mm.
But again, like I said, try and understand the AI ecosystem, and you'll see why Credo is quite important. Maybe just to add on, for most of the viewers that are joining us for the very first time, we have the Alpha Brief portfolio. It's quite simple. Just go to our website. Very first thing, you go to Alpha Brief portfolio, click on it. It will tell you everything that you need to know, how to get started. Then, yeah, you just get started. The moment you join, it will show you all the portfolios that we have been buying, including the corresponding research on them. Please read those research. They give you a lot of insights around them, and they give you information to try and understand the company better. Because if you understand the company better, then you're able to get that conviction of why it is actually in your own portfolio. It's very straightforward. Website, Alpha Brief, click on it. Click on one of the, you can actually click on one of the premium articles. Then it will take you to the subscription page, subscribe, and then follow it to the T. Like no shortcuts, no personal opinions,
All right.
no deviations. Just follow it, and then you'll see how things might turn out. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Ken. I think now, for those who have been joining us, there are those who have been investing on their own, through their own brokerage, following these episodes, and there are those who have already invested in the Alpha Brief portfolio. Kindly share your comments in the comment section, share your thoughts, tell us what you think about our episodes, and next time we'll also be continuing on the supply side. And you have not watched our demand side of the AI, please go visit our previous episodes. My name is Dennis Joroge. Thank you so much for joining us, and kama kawaida, see you on the next episodes. Bwana Ken, asante sana for joining us.
Thank you.